this month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month.
Here at the South Federal Credit Union, we welcome Baylee Pounders, a senior at Munford High School. Baylee, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you with us this morning. Tell us about Baylee Pounders.
Well, as you said, I am a senior at Munford High School. I am 17. I participate in the band there, and I'm also a worker at Big Time Entertainment over in Oxford.
All right. Who's your family?
My family is my mother, Jenny Pounders, my father, Dennis Pounders, and then my two siblings, Josie and Jacob.
How old are they?
Josie is 13, and then Jacob is 11.
Do y'all ever have any disagreements as siblings?
Oh, of course.
Talk about school. What's it like being a senior at Munford this year?
It's definitely a challenge. I'm an AP student, so I'm taking 3 AP classes at the moment. Technically 4. I just joined the AP Computer Science class. I won't be taking that AP exam, but I'm doing that class just so I can get an idea, since that's what I'm going into for college and the like. So it can be really tough, especially having to balance band and work in these classes. But overall, it's a fun experience. I love it.
3.98 GPA. Way to go. Have you kind of held that number for a while?
Kind of, sort of. It's more of been a kind of thing where I've had to kind of bring it up.
Yeah.
For a while, it kind of sat at 3.8. However, as of last year, I was able to get it to 3.9. And with this last semester over, I was able to get it back up to a 3.8.
Good for you. What's some of the teachers that have helped you along the way? Who are they?
Of course, the first one I have to point out is Miss Conaway. She is our band director. She is the best. She's been there to support me morally and with my band stuff, of course. She's been one of my best friends there. Another one is the amazing Dr. G, Dr. Brandon Gilliland. Had him first time in 10th grade, and he was my dual enrollment teacher, and he did really good, and now he's just been a really good person to go talk to. He's been a good role model. Overall, just a really great teacher.
What role do you play in the band? What do you play?
I have done a lot for the band. For a while, I played alto saxophone. Currently, I play trumpet, and as of this past marching season, I was our band captain and the trumpet section leader.
Way to go. What, 7 years in the band?
Yes, sir.
How did you get started?
I always had this affinity for music, even when I was younger, and it was around, probably 3rd or 4th grade. You know, we had that music class in elementary school, and I was like, this is something I enjoy. And I always wanted to play flute. Well, 5th grade comes, we're about to go to middle school, and, you know, we have the little thing that's like, here's our stuff at the middle and high, and, you know, there was a little thing for the band, and I found that it was something I loved. So when I went into 6th grade, I joined the band class, and I just never left.
What's some of the highlights of your career? I guess how long have you been going to Munford?
I've been going to Munford all my life.
Okay. What are some of the highlights from your senior year that you can pull out and talk about this morning?
Oh, man. Well, one obviously has got to be one of the marching competitions we had, really both of them, because there's just something so nice about getting out on that field, playing the show for people that you don't know, do know,
yeah.
Just having a good time with it, and then getting out in the field afterwards for awards and stuff, and hearing them just call out those ones. Ones are superior ratings, and when you get all ones, you're a superior band. We did that twice this year.
Wow, way to go. Baylee Pounders, senior at Munford High School, our guest this morning, and she's a dual enrollment student. And for people who may not know, what does that mean? So
dual enrollment is basically when you take high school classes and college classes at the same time. I've taken 3 of them with Jacksonville State University. I took History 201 and 202, which is American history, just overall in general, and then Math 112, which is going to be like a pre-calculus algebra.
Now, you guys have been in virtual learning for a few days, just back in the classroom today, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on this COVID stuff?
It's definitely a whole mess.
That's a good way to describe it.
Yeah. I feel like, of course, the best way is, you know, keep social distancing going. Vaccinations are definitely a key importance because, I mean, it's just science. Like, the only thing that's going to help us at this point is stuff that helps to prevent it. And right now, vaccines are really our only thing that we got.
And students, like teachers, have had to adjust to this.
Yeah. It's definitely been a really rough thing. Seeing it both from a high school perspective and from a teacher perspective. My mother is a teacher. She actually works at the high school, so she's over there with me now, but she used to be a second grade teacher, and it was really rough having to watch her deal with all these second grade kids that wouldn't do work when they were virtual. Yeah, but COVID has been, it's been a lot.
So what do you want to do after high school, you think?
My current plan is I'm going to the University of Alabama in Huntsville. I'm going to be doing a bachelor's degree in computer science, later going into a master's for cybersecurity. I plan to be what is known as a malware analyst, which is basically where I take a piece of computer malware, analyze it, and then create like fixes and procedures and stuff to counteract said malware.
You know, there's a lot of companies that are dealing with people locking their systems up,
Yep.
you know, and
Yeah.
this cybersecurity is something that's very, very important.
Definitely, it's under the radar a lot. You know, we've seen a lot of increased ransomware attacks, especially recently with the Kronos attack, which just stopped payrolls in a lot of places. So it's very important that cybersecurity is given a much bigger role than it is right now.
We're talking with Baylee Pounders, who's a senior at Munford High School, and her parents are Jenny Pounders and Dennis Pounders. Her mother and father has two siblings, Josie Pounders, who's 13, and Jacob Pounders, who is 11 years old. You're involved in the work world as well, right?
I am. I currently work at Big Time Entertainment as a customer service worker. So I do a couple of things there. You know, we are an entertainment place. One of my favorite things is our go-kart building. So what I do there is we have like a briefing room of sorts, and I'll take you in there, just kind of give you a rundown of everything that you need to know, give you a helmet, and send you out to the pit.
Where is that at?
That's going to be over in Oxford.
Okay.
It's right across the street from like the Walmart, right next to like Mango's.
Okay. How did, Baylee, interesting that you are a senior, you're involved in the band, and you're in the workplace as well. How do you balance all of that?
It's definitely a really difficult task to balance everything on top of each other, but somehow I found a way to manage. Big Time has been very lenient and helped me balance everything. Normally I don't go in until about 5. If I work days, most of the time I only work Monday through Thursday. Very rarely I'll work Sundays. But I try to keep my Fridays and Saturdays off. That way I have enough time to have time to myself and continue forth with my studies and stuff.
What do you like to do when you have time for yourself?
I like drawing. I'm a really big artist. I like, of course, playing and listening to music. I do a couple of things.
How'd you get started with art?
That was just kind of something that happened. You know, when I was a little kid, I used to draw like little stick figures and stuff, but eventually I like started looking up like more just things to help me like get better and stuff, and now I just do it for fun because I enjoy it. Very big on the arts.
You are in the FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America.
I am.
And that's got to help you for your future as well.
Yes, it sure does. FBLA is amazing. That is sponsored by the amazing Miss Gillum over at the Munford High School. She does a great job with it. I decided to join this year because I want to do more with my community. And so I was graciously given the role of the secretary. No, not the secretary, the reporter, sorry. And it's a great thing. One of my favorite things we've done so far with them, we went over to the elementary school when it was about Halloween time. We were dressed up in like little costumes and stuff, and we gave all the pre-K students candy. It was great.
Being a senior, how Baylee, would you like to be remembered as you exit the stage at Munford High School?
I think there's a piece of everybody's mind that wants to be remembered in one way or the other. And I'm hoping that with all that I've done with like the band, FBLA, and everything here in between, that I've left a legacy alongside the rest of my fellow seniors and those before me. Just left an impact that will continue to stay with the high school.
She's looking right here in this camera, ladies and gentlemen. Her name is Baylee Pounders. She's a senior at Munford High School, and she is our Heritage South Federal Credit Union Student of the Month.